Jala, you're finally awake. I've already had 3 cups of tea, a walk, a long chat with the neighbor, and solved the cryptic crossword in the paper.
It should be illegal to be so cheerfully productive in the morning.
Fresh air and good digestion are necessary to any enterprise. Even
I always suspected she was a mob boss.
Well, if the very concept of morning is too much for you, I don't know how you're going to face the rest of this conversation.
Minnie?
Wait, Dad was both cryptic and ominous last night. Umma's extra spicy this morning. All signs point to imminent disaster.
Maybe you should drink some more tea, Jala.
Get it over with. I can't stand the suspense.
You warned her, didn't you?
Not a word, Minnie, I swear.
We agreed.
Children, can we focus up here, please?
My mother is coming to Timber Hills.
Oh, that explains it.
Explains what exactly?
Patti is the only person who terrifies Mom. It's like a switch flips and she turns into this insecure little girl wanting approval. Everything has to be perfect. Nothing is good enough. Especially not us.
Jala? You had a grand insight to share?
I forgot. She swore she'd never leave Bangalore for anywhere with worse weather.
Which rules out pretty much the entire Northern Hemisphere, much less the Pacific Northwest. We thought we were safe.
Well, your Patti might not be the most traditional Indian grandmother.
But she's still an Indian grandmother.
Did you really think she'd miss her eldest grandchild's wedding?
Yeah. Maybe we should have seen this coming.
Speaking of which, Aruni's still avoiding you, isn't she?
I've looked for her everywhere, but she's sneaky.
You said I should give them their own space and that they'd figure things out in their own time.
Well, I still think it has its merits.
My mother's flight lands tomorrow, Arvind. Tomorrow!
Had its merits, I should say. I fully agree. Circumstances have somewhat overtaken us.
I'm putting an end to this nonsense. Jala, it's time to make Kiribat.
Do not be fooled into thinking kiribat is a simple breakfast dish made of rice and coconut milk. Kiribat is an institution, a way of life, a trial of Sri Lankan culinary skill, and let's be real, femininity. For our mother, an Indian Tamil woman married to a Sri Lankan Sinhalese man, kiribat doesn't symbolize prosperity or mark celebratory occasions. Oh no. Each perfectly made dish is evidence that she cares, that she belongs, that she is worthy.
Let's go! Jala and Mom versus Kiribat. Knockout in round 1.
No, I meant to inspire awe and appropriate fear, not whatever this is.
Are you daydreaming, Jala? What could possibly be more important than fixing your relationship with your sister?
I don't know, Ma. The global system of capitalist extraction that is destroying the planet. Puppies? Tony Braxton's new single.
I'm only going to let that go because Breathe Again is my song. Why do you look so nervous, Jala? I'm planning to eat the kiribat, not you. Start by washing your hands. Very good. We will make kiribat, you will take the kiribat to Aruni, and you will patch up today.
Kiribat isn't even her favorite, though.
It's not about the kiribat. It's about the carefully balanced application of threat and emotional manipulation.
Wow, Mom. That actually explains so much about our childhoods.
Now wash the rice till the water runs clear. Your dad would say you did well. But I'm not your dad. Party can smell domestic discord, so I don't care if you two have to pretend everything's fine. Just put on a good show. That's all I ask.
Don't worry, Ma. We won't let you down. Message received.
That's all you're gonna say? Did you leave your spine in Jennifer's apartment?
It's probably wherever you lost your tact.
All I'm doing is telling you to stand up for yourself.
Earth to Jala, hello? Shred the coconut, please.
That sari really suits you, Ma. Beautiful color.
My sari has no effect on your cooking skills. You could be a decent cook. Someday. Blend the coconut with water. Not too fine, not too coarse.
I'll try.
Don't try. Set your mind to do it properly.
Dance, little Jala, dance.
Very good. What else do you expect, Jala? A parade? After fixing your mess with Aruni, I still have to clean the house, do the laundry, and cook Party's favorites for tomorrow.
Sounds like...
No, we are not saying that. You need to stand up for yourself.
Were you saying something, Jala? All right then. Now hand mix the coconut milk till it's silky smooth. It was fine. How much validation do you need? Now go wash your hands.
What are we, a kid? We don't need to be told that.
You've never stopped me from saying something before.
Then tell her what you really think, so I won't have to.
Very good. Now thin down the coconut milk with water and mix it with the rice.
Oh, come on, really?
Nothing to say, Jala? That's a change.
I like that lipstick shade on you, Amma.
It's the same shade I've worn for 20 years. Thank. Oh, so you are paying attention. You're being suspiciously quiet, Jala. It's starting to make me nervous. Okay then. Now it's time to add the sea salt. I knew you had my cooking genes. Now it's time to light the stove.
Say something, Jala. Tell the truth. Isn't it time?
You won't completely embarrass me in front of Party. Jala.
Just open your mouth.
Oh, damn, the pan's hot. Pour the mixture in, quick! almost did it correctly.
Just open your mouth, Jala. The truth will fall right out. All you need to do is let it. Don't you trust me?
I don't trust myself right now.
Isn't that the same thing?
Jala? Seriously, Jala? Cover the rice and let it cook in the coconut milk. Are you really giving me the silent treatment? Today, of all days.
I say something wrong every time I open my mouth, so...
That's more like it.
Stir the rice before it goes lumpy, or we'll have to start all over again. Sorry. Was I supposed to praise your average? This time try to stir the rice as though you're not expressing your buried resentment towards me.
How about you stop taking out your anxiety about Bhatti coming tomorrow on me?
I'm just trying to help you.
You're not good enough for her, so today nothing I do is good enough for you.
Keep going, Jala. You're on a roll.
Well, guess what, Ma? Maybe I'm not perfect. Maybe you aren't perfect either.
Sing it, sister.
That's good. I see. You're worried about Aruni. That's what this drama is all about.
Wow, did she even hear you? Are you going to let her get away with minimizing our feelings?
You don't think she'll forgive you. You're scared to face her.
Are we talking about me and Aruni or you and Bhatti?
You have no idea how complicated my relationship with Bhatti is, how hard it is for me, so don't presume. No, don't say anything. The rice needs to cool off, and so do we. All I'm asking for is a little empathy, Jala.
No. You just want me not to show you up in front of Bhatti.
Why can't you just be on my side for once?
Why can't you be on mine?
I'm always on your side, Jala. You're the only one who doesn't see that. Oh, Kiribath should be made with love, not anger. So let's set this argument and the rice aside, all right?
Are you really going to let her end the conversation like that? What gives her...
Of course I'm not. I'm just working up to what I want to say.
Don't think, just say it.
I don't think that's very good advice.
Coward.
Let's start on the sambal while the rice sets. The richness of the milk rice contrasts with the sambal's heat. See, Jala? Everything has to be a balance.
And sometimes it's easier for someone with fresh eyes to notice when something's off.
And sometimes it's better to trust those with many years of experience.
Unfortunately, people can get set in their ways.
Or they know that some recipes should be followed exactly for the best results. I think you should focus on what you're going to say to Aruni instead of interfering with me and my mother.
What if your mother knows that Aruni isn't talking to me? Would that be the end of the world?
You have no idea.
So let me get this straight. She's allowed to meddle in your life, but you can't even ask questions?
Now chop up the onions. Roughly will do. They don't have to be perfect. We'll...
Ha!
I handed you that one. I really am an incredible teacher.
We're doing so well, Jala. Why are you stopping now? Just because she made a joke?
I can't believe her.
Stop swallowing it all down. You know exactly what you want to say to her. What you've always wanted to say.
I can't.
You can. Just spit it out.
Sometimes you are just like your mother.
Yes. Didn't that feel good?
I feel kind of lightheaded. That's good, right?
That's relief. That's release. That's catharsis, baby.
Say something, Ma.
Add the red chili flakes. More than you think you'll need. Sambal needs to be fiery. Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no? You know, Jala, sometimes I hate how much I see myself in you. I moved continents to get away from my mother. Compared to that, you didn't go that far.
Do you hate me for what I did? Leaving town? Cutting myself off?
Of course I did. I hated you because it felt like I failed at loving you. But really, I hated myself. And I missed you.
Ma,
Look at that. Time to crush everything up with the mortar and pestle. Go on now. Good. But don't get overconfident. You came back home. That's the important thing. And the last thing I want to do is drive you away again.
I don't want that either. We'll work on it. Okay, Amma?
Suck up. Just a few kind words and you roll over for her?
I don't want you to feel like you have to run away from me, Jala.
Can't you see she's manipulating you?
Look at that. We're nearly done with this kiribat. And not too soon.
Do you really think you fixed anything today? No way, you just papered over the cracks.
Second to last step, add the cured tuna. Not bad. Is that good enough for you? I know I said you have to fix things with Aruni, but it's all right if you can't. I'll just deal with whatever party has to say about it. I mean, who cares what my mother thinks, right? Look, don't answer that. Final step, cut up the kiribat into nice even pieces. Even Party would approve. What am I saying? Maybe I should lie down. The moment of truth. Time to taste what you've made.
So, does it taste good enough to inspire a miraculous sibling reconciliation?
It is recognizably kiribat.
That's good, isn't it?
It's not bad. Perhaps the nostalgia value will carry the day with Aruni.
I'll take any slim hope of advantage I can get.
You should go say hello to your Auntie Chandra. I might stop by myself later.
Indeed.
Congrats, Jala. You've reached a new low, getting Mom to emotionally blackmail me into meeting you with Kiribati. I actually expected better of you. Guess that's on me, huh?
Mom sprung this on me, same as you.
What a convenient story. Next you'll tell me we have to stick together in the face of parental pressure. Isn't it already obvious she doesn't want to be here? And why is this all your fault anyway? She's the older sister.
Can you just give me some space here? The commentary's not helping.
I'm just looking out for you. So what? You wanted to talk. So talk.
I know I've been a shit sister. I promise I'll do everything I can to make it up to you.
And what about her? I'm the one who's been looking out for you all this time. And I should believe you. Why, exactly? Let's be really honest. You're not back in town to make up with me, or Mom and Dad, or anyone else. You came back because Jennifer threw you out, and you had nowhere else to go.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't have the guts to come back till everything blew up in my face. But I'm here now. That's something, right?
Begging for scraps. Pathetic. You know it's not gonna work, right? God damn, Jennifer, I could kill her. I really could. You have no idea how worried I was every time you didn't pick up the phone. I take it she encouraged you to cut off contact with us?
I didn't know how to explain myself to you. You all made it pretty clear that you blamed me. And Jennifer was so understanding. It was just easier to stop calling.
You were protecting yourself. It's understandable. Don't you dare let yourself off the hook that easy, Jala. No, you broke Mom and Dad's hearts. You were always their favorite.
Are you kidding? You're an engineer. You're getting married to a man. A brown man. You're the kind of daughter Asian moms invent to brag about. They'd hide me in a closet.
I can conclusively say there is no closet in the world that could contain you, Jala. You know, Auntie C actually cried. That old battle axe... Forget it. It's done now. I just want to know one thing. You and Tyler. Are you still in love with her?
Me? No way. I just want to be her friend. My feelings are completely platonic.
Yeah, that's not remotely convincing. Yikes, this is going to be a disaster. Either you really need to pee, or you have a question you're dying to ask. Which is it?
So, is Ahmed the man of your dirty dreams? Are you in love? Is he good in bed?
Yes, and you have no idea. You little freak. For some reason, he really wants to meet you and cares about your dumb opinion. He's actually nice and a good person whose soul hasn't been crushed by life. Try not to be a complete mega bitch when you meet him, okay?
Promise.
How can she say that about us? You're barely a deca bitch. A kill a bitch at worst.
How have you been, really? How's work? Any planes fall out of the sky recently?
Keep your voice down. Everyone knows I'm an engineer at Boeing, dummy.
Should be illegal to love your job this much.
I got a promotion last month, and it's also where I met Ahmed.
I bet it came with a salary bump. You're picking up the tab, right?
When have you ever picked up the tab, brat? Your ass is so broke, it probably does need a team of engineers to fix it. Okay, I hate her, but that was a burn.
When I left home, you were pretty adamant that you didn't want to get married. And now, does that mean you've changed your mind about having kids too?
What if I have?
Nothing. It's all good. Takes the pressure off me.
Yes, my every major life decision is guided solely by its impact on you.
Arnie, be honest with me. I need to know. Are we good?
Good. Good? I hate you for not calling. I hate Jennifer for taking advantage of you. I hate Mom and Dad for not doing more. I hate myself for ever letting her near you.
That is not on you.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
So where do we go from here?
We both made mistakes. We can keep going over them or just move forward. I'll forgive you if you forgive me.
Deal.
Maybe she forgives you now, but do you think she'll ever really look at you the same way? Every time you make the tiniest mistake,
Hurt her feelings, say the wrong thing, it'll all come crumbling down.
how long do you think you can keep up the perfect sister act, Jala? Do you even really want to?
I guess whatever happens between us, I can't stop being an older sister. I spoke to Tyler for you last night. Set up a meet. She'll be waiting for you outside the skate park. Don't thank me. Just promise me one thing. Stay celibate until my wedding.
Hey! Stop messing with our gems. These were stolen fair and square.
Aren't you bored of living the life your parents want from you?
I can't believe this is actually happening. I need a minute.
Oh, Sergio! I'm tired of looking at your face. time for you to run home.
Aw, there she is. I heard about that strange mascot and his antics at the park. How are you holding up, Jalu baby?
Tyler was trying to investigate what was happening with the park, and instead, I got involved in all this bear cult crap and totally messed it up. He's got his grip on everything even tighter now.
So you regroup and you try again. Kiddo, no despot holds power forever. Hubris always blows up in their faces. You'll both get back in there. It's just a matter of time. You'll see.
Or, hear me out, we have the Midas touch, except everything we touch turns to garbage instead of gold.
Now listen, if you're still feeling bad tonight, I'm headed over to the tool belt with your mom after I close up shop. You should join us.
I didn't know Mom liked to go out drinking.
With the way you and your sister are driving her nuts, she needs a night out.
Do you mean my sister's wedding?
If I meant that, I would have said that. Come on. All those screws in our head need some loosening. And margaritas sound like just the lubricant.
I know she's a mechanic, but gross.
On second thought, your mom needs a break from you. Invitation rescinded. Make your own fun tonight, kiddo.
So, everyone, don't freak out, but I have someone to introduce. The person who actually gave me the idea for this little scheme.
Aruni? I should have known. Wait! I thought this was all my idea!
Oh, sweetie, yes. That's obviously what they wanted you to think.
But why?
I didn't want all of you causing drama at my wedding.
Okay, no. I refuse to pretend that secretly masterminding your sister's exes into messy confrontations with her is the low drama option.
I needed to keep her occupied. I wasn't ready to talk it out with her.
So you used us as distractions?
Fine, I also wanted to torture her a bit. Maybe a lot.
To know Jala is to want to torture her.
Please don't make that sound like such a sex thing.
Sorry.
Fun as it has been to watch this drama play out, it's time to face what I've been avoiding.
Your mom called you, huh?
Threatened me, more like. What about you, Tyler? Isn't it time you two actually talked?
No, no way. Absolutely not.
I am asking you as your friend. I mean, I like you more than my sister right now.
Oh, your entire bloodline is cursed.
I'm taking that as a yes.
One of us!
One of us! One of us?
Oh, shut up before I change my mind.
Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to be easy to deal with.
It's never gonna get any easier.
This is Tyler. She's the first friend Jala made after her best friend. For a while, her only friend. Maybe that's the reason Tyler's always been a little possessive.
Excuse me?
Territorial? Oh, or how about proprietary? They fell in love when they were 14. They've been the on-again, off-again, grand queer romance of Timber Hill since then. The real mystery is why Tyler put up with the parade of hopeless losers, manipulators, and creeps Jala dated during their breakups. Low self-esteem, maybe?
Is that what you think of me? And hello to you too, by the way.
No, you forgave me because you were self-assured. You loved me, you understood me, better than I did myself sometimes.
But you really didn't understand me at all, did you? You want to dig up the past, Jala? Fine. I guess some things just won't stay buried.
Is this front you're putting up supposed to intimidate us?
Wait, your bitchy, self-critical inner voice looks and sounds like Aruni?
Guess you can see me as well as hear me in your inner world. Great.
My appalling psychological coping mechanisms are not the point.
I don't know. They seem a little relevant. Is there any point hating you when you're doing such a good job of doing it yourself?
Give it a rest, Tyler. If you really hated Jala, why would you even be here? I had more respect for you when you kept your distance from us. But to come crawling back like this? Oh, it's really pathetic. More than that, it's obvious.
Be very careful what you say next, Jala.
I can't control what comes out of her mouth.
She's you idiot. She's just saying what you're thinking. The words that come out of her mouth, you're just too scared to say them yourself.
You've always understood us so well, haven't you? But I know you too, Tyler. You want to know the real answer to the mystery of why you always forgive us? Why you'll forgive us even now? Even though you shouldn't?
You unbearably arrogant asshole. Go on then. Say it.
You're still in love with Jala. You never stopped. You never will. You don't know how.
Is Jala causing you trouble?
Oh, no, Auntie. Everything's fine.
All right then. Jala, be nice. You're lucky that Tyler's even talking to you, you know?
You made me feel like I wasn't good enough for you. That wasn't an accident. It was deliberate.
Auntie! Sergio. Bruno?
What the hell is going on?
Hell is just right. Welcome to hell, Jala. My hell. The hell you put me through.
Do you think she's planning to bury us alive in this graveyard of your past mistakes?
Maybe she'll be merciful and kill us first.
Oh, Jala. Don't be so silly. I want you alive. There's no use in tormenting the dead. And you have tormented me, Jala. Everywhere I look in this town, I see the after images of us. You're tangled in my past. You linger in my future. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. You haunt me, Jala. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
Bro! You're back! I was so bummed you left town.
Yeah, bro. This lame town just couldn't handle my awesomeness. I had to split because of my secret trauma, you know?
That's deep, man. Women love secret trauma.
I know. That's why I made some up, obviously.
Wow! You're like a genius, bro!
You barely know Bruno, but we went to school with Sergio since the 3rd grade. Were you really not paying any attention?
I can't be expected to pay attention to the grunts they make in between guzzling protein shakes.
I followed you around like a little puppy dog. But you never really loved me, did you? I guess I made it too easy for you, huh?
Pathetic, isn't he? But was I any different to you?
He wasn't afraid to like someone more than they liked him. That's not pathetic, it's brave.
Braver than either of you.
Ha! Maybe you're right. Maybe both of us were too proud for our own good. But I didn't crush your pride into the dirt over and over and over again. You didn't make it easy for me to be brave, Jala.
Looks like Tyler's determined to resurrect the ghosts of the past. They're the shield she's using to avoid her real feelings. Put them down so we can get to the truth.
Left town. Why am I still fighting you?
No one ever really leaves this town, Jala. You know that.
Is it so wrong I wanted to leave town? Never look back?
That's right, baby. Just...
A moonlit cemetery, unearthly monstrosities. Is this a date?
All it took was one smile and a mouthful of sweet promises for you to leave this town in the rear view. You didn't even really want me. You wanted to escape. Your parents, Timber Hills.
And me. How was it so easy to let go of everything we...
I needed you too much. I had to prove I could live without you.
Watching you hang off my arm certainly convinced her of that.
Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to know that I share an ex with this guy?
These ghosts take the form of your exes, but they're not really them. They're what they represent to Tyler. Each one of them is a question that needs to be laid to rest between you. Why don't you stop hiding behind Sergio and Bruno and just ask Tyler?
Fine. Were we only together because I chased you? Did you ever actually choose me, or was I just always there?
You had to know I tried to make you jealous on purpose. I was so scared you'd stop chasing me if you actually caught me. Wasn't part of the appeal that I was always a little out of reach?
What? Is that what you really thought? Is that honestly why you made me constantly doubt myself, question my self-worth, my sanity?
Maybe?
God, you're both completely ridiculous.
Hello again, Super Freak. I really love what you've done with the place.
Don't call me that.
I had so many nicknames for you back in school, remember? A creature of the night, death becomes her. Oh, and my favorite, Ferris Buttless.
Ouch.
It's like you conjured her straight out of my worst fears. The kind of girl who was every kind of girl I wasn't.
It was the hormones, the music. It didn't mean anything.
Don't lie to her, Jala. She already knows the truth.
Look, it's sweet that you're still this obsessed with me.
Sweet. I want to tear you open with my... I want to hold your beating heart in my bloody hands.
Ugh, can you two stop flirting? You always had these big passions. You'd get obsessed with basketball, then skating, then chess. I'd just get swept along with you.
Apart from 5th grade, the year Jala decided to join Tyler as a goth.
We do not speak of that year.
Thankfully, Mom put a stop to it when you told her you were becoming a Wiccan.
She just looked at me and said, Jala, you are not a witch. Now go clean your room. You pretend you don't care, but each of these ghosts tells a different story.
Makes sense that Tyler would make the hottest ex a manifestation of her irrational jealousy.
You, the hottest one? Please!
Ladies, you're both pretty, okay?
I still think about how you felt, Chala. The things you let me do to you, the promises you whispered, all those first times.
She bullied me, Jala. She made my life hell. And you had a relationship with her behind my back. Of all the people in the world, how could you betray me with her?
Are you seriously still mad that my first time wasn't with you, Tyler? It's been over a decade. Can you seriously not let this go?
She was wild with jealousy. She hated me so much it made me shiver.
Chala, that is not hot. Why would you even think that?
I'm not. I didn't. Shut up, she can hear you.
You are an actual dog.
I never knew you had such a possessive side.
I know, right? She's just not right for you.
I'm talking about you.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Why do you always look at me like I'm about to bully you?
Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
The entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal. It was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you. But that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
Maybe we should have ended things then.
It would have been cleaner. I'd have saved myself a lot of heartbreak.
But we'd have missed out on a lot too.
Are you so sure the good memories are worth all the bad ones?
Admit it. You're still totally hung up on me.
Really? Oh, wait, you meant Tyler.
Don't think that crying is gonna work on me. Again.
What?
Oh, what did you do, Jala?
Forget I said anything.
I know our relationship was collateral damage in your little self-implosion 3 years ago. But seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
I just cracked, okay? It wasn't any one thing.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a payphone to tell me you'd fallen in love with someone else.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
I mean, Jesus, Jala. You called collect.
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. She's got me looking out for her.
I know you think I replaced you. You replaced me with Andale, with my parents. Even my sister talks to you more now.
And whose fault is that, Jala? Face it, Jala. You're jealous. How does it feel to be replaced?
It's a good thing that Tyler has someone in her life she can count on. You've been there for her. I'm grateful to you, Andale.
How dare you be gracious about this?
Pursued Andale because I was jealous of the two of you.
I knew that already.
Ugh, here we go. I can already tell what you're going to ask.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Whatever, you're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
You're part of it, but I left a lot of damage behind when I left. I came back to fix what I could. I'm sorry. Is that disappointing?
No. I'm relieved, actually. Maybe we can work out a way to coexist without being the center of each other's worlds. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you.
Does this graveyard represent all your cold, dead dreams?
I like my dreams cold and dead.
Aren't you both tired of all these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who she really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
Arnie!
If Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
I wish I'd met you later. You were always right there. I took you for granted.
You're not buying that, are you? Please. You take what you want from people, but it'll never be enough for you. There's something so empty inside you, you keep trying to fill it up with other people's admiration. If they want you enough, maybe you'll finally feel like you're worth something.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk to her like that.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think you know her? You're wrong.
Arnie, please, stop it.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please, stop. I'll start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again. But I wasn't just your ex. We were best friends. You're my family. That part of me will always love you.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing. No more ghosts, okay?
Before you say anything, let me just say this. No blood oaths, no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
Ah, that reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
I'm not completely disconnected from reality, you know.
If you were, would you know?
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
Jala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself, okay?
Shit!
Hey, can I ask you something? You're probably the most suspicious little weirdo I've ever met in my life, but you trust in Soundy. What?
Myths are people trying to understand the world, and everything real is mega unexplainable. Nature, love, the universe. But I can't just believe in nothing, right? I believe in Soundy more than the mayor, or any of the other adults in this town. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, little busy right now.
Indeed.
You need me to take it easy on you? Or are we doing
I'm a little sore from kicking ass all over town.
Aw, poor baby.
More like your poor babies. It was your cubs' butts I kicked.
All right, hope you're ready, girlie. How are your joints holding up? Being out of practice and past your prom and all. Whatever you say. You're lucky I'd rather dance than actually work during my shift.
Wow. I'm a better skater than I am a dancer.
I've seen you skate. It's about the same. You hear that beat? I'm ready to move.
I would go beast.
All right. You seem out of breath. Whatever you say.
Wow.
I cannot believe you used to be in a band.
Thea was the one.
I already knew that.
Are you done for the day?
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
So, a little birdie told me today.
It's me. I'm the birdie.
Auntie, you're here?
Uh-huh. Rukmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I'll admit, it's strange to see you rattled, Diddy.
Ah, what a lifetime of thinly veiled resentment from an in-law can do.
It's not very fair, Chandra. It's not thinly veiled. Speaking of nerves and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni. Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
I don't really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
I feel like I handed in a piece of homework that was long overdue. This constant nagging anxiety that's just gone. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patty will be here in the morning.
Dun dun dun!
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
Mom can't hear you right now. I'd just save your energy to muster up some fake enthusiasm tomorrow.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that!
You're both terrible, and I appreciate you so much right now.
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over, I made you say things you didn't want to say. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's my fault. I've let this go on too long. I need to let you go.
Oh, just like that, huh? After everything I've done for you. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting, in the dark. I'm part of you. How can you just abandon me?
Deep down, you want this too.
Jala, don't do this! I'm scared.
You're the part of me that couldn't forgive myself. The mistakes I made, the people I hurt, I pushed them onto you. I couldn't live with myself, so I had to invent you.
You needed someone to blame. I never resented you for that.
You're not a monster, and neither am I. You've carried the burden of my responsibility long enough. I can take it from here. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll always be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality's giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
Goodbye, Jala.
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
I promise, Ma.
No. Mom, this is ridiculous. Why do we have to put on a show for Patty?
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
favorite girls, all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darlings?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her cooking recently. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
Oh no, Pati. Mom's the expert. You wouldn't want to eat substandard parathas your first day, would you?
So that's how well your mother taught you, is it? How disappointing.
Of course she can make parathas, Ma.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Pati might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was just asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her, you need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of course I do. I'm an American, not a heathen.
See, Rukmini, you have to stop babying your children. How will they develop any independence?
Yes, Ma. Very good. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
Yes, Pati.
Such an obedient child. Your mother had such a smart mouth at your age.
Jala? Obedient? Sure, yeah. That's my little sis. Never put a foot outside the bounds.
I see who did inherit your smart mouth, Rukmini.
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
So, Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
What does it matter if Aruni doesn't consider herself entirely Indian?
What does it matter? It's time to whisk the ingredients, Jala. What are you standing around for? I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
She tried to teach us, didn't she, Aruni?
I'm staying out of it.
She did, though. We just didn't want to learn back then.
You're telling me my daughter, a teacher by profession, failed to engage you in learning your mother tongue? And it's not her fault?
Told you to stay out of it.
Girls, please.
We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
Huh. You haven't changed at all. Fine. Avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. This shoddy job. Do it again, Jala, and pay attention this time.
This is how I always do it, and it turns out fine.
Fine. Is that really enough for you in life? To be just fine? Average? Unremarkable? Well, I love you enough to expect more from you. Do it again.
Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make paratas.
There's nothing wrong with Mom's teaching.
Then why has it come out so badly? Don't make a sulky face. You have to learn to accept constructive criticism. Right, Rukmini?
Yes, of course, Amma.
See? Your mother agrees with me. Throw that dough away. We're starting again. Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
Adequate.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started applying for the new semester?
I'm not really sure if it's for me, Pati.
You really shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not sure if you're going to college? What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? This is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala! Do you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? To get my daughter educated? She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
That man is my dad. And what's wrong with being a teacher?
Nothing, if that's the highest you can reach. You don't even know how smart your mother is. What a waste of her all this is.
I made my decision a long time ago, Amma. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative. I told you that your daughter would one day make you cry the same bitter tears you made me cry.
It's not the same thing.
Don't tell me you approve of this I'm not going to college nonsense.
Of course I don't.
Amma, didn't we talk about this?
So my opinion doesn't matter? I'm your grandmother. My blood runs in your veins. You don't even think you owe me an explanation. Go get some yogurt, Jala. It makes the dough softer.
I don't do that anymore, Amma.
Fine, just mix it as it is. Who cares how it turns out? You've obviously given up on teaching your children anything.
Aruni, Jala, do not say a word. Jala, mix the ingredients. It's nearly lunchtime and there's still a lot left to do.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Pati, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
Aruni's right. Pati, you're not being fair.
Oh, so now I'm to be judged by a child.
No, Ma. I told you to be quiet. Both of you.
We're standing up for you, Ma.
What have you been telling these girls that they think I'm so terrifying? You need protection from me, is that it?
I don't know what's gotten into them. They're not usually like this.
You're the one who's completely different whenever Pati's around.
Oh, I understand now. You're all just one big, happy family. I'm the outsider. Is that it?
How could you be an outsider here, Amma? Aruni's just stressed about the wedding. Don't take it to heart.
This isn't Aruni's fault.
Don't get in the way of Mom throwing me under the bus, Jala.
Clearly I'm the villain ruining this cozy domestic scene.
Amma, no, please don't.
You want to make me the villain? Fine, I'll be your villain. I was born to play that role. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Don't you dare sleepwalk into this life. Your sister, she's a lovely girl, but mediocre, just like your father. No ambition. But you, Jala, I see myself in you, just like I saw myself in your mother. I failed her. I'm not going to watch her make the same mistakes with you.
My mom's happy. How can you call that a mistake?
Perhaps you should consider that with age comes wisdom. I can see how this little story plays out for you. I've seen it so many times before. Don't misunderstand, Betty. I'm not doing this to be cruel. I just want you to fulfill your potential. You have fire, Jala. People like us, we need to be pushed. We need to be tempered. We were born to burn. Men can make mistakes, but every choice we make, there's a price to pay. You have to bargain with the world for what you want. So what do you want, Jala? Really? And what are you willing to give up? You think I sent you those suitors because I wanted you to choose one of them? Those dimwits and fools. Not one of them is worthy of my granddaughter.
Then what was the point? They've been ambushing me all over town.
I just wanted to show you I cared, that I was thinking of you. Test you a little. I'm glad you rejected them. I'm proud of you. You're selfish, just like me, Jala. Selfish isn't the worst thing for a woman to be in a world where we're raised to lose ourselves. These roles of wife, mother, they consume you if you're not careful. Just look at Rukmini. Don't you want more? Don't you understand, Jala? We're not safe. We're dangerous. People like us will never be satisfied with playing it safe.
What's wrong, Jala Banana? You look worried.
This was a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's all right to need a little help from the people who love you, you know. You're not alone. And it's not just yourself that you're standing up for, right? Don't underestimate how powerful that can make you.
The women in your family, they're all terrifying. It's so hot.
Jala, I'm cheering for you. But honestly, I hope I grow up to be your grandma.
Look, I hate to say this, but I'm proud of you.
I caused house exploding drama just before your wedding. I thought you'd be pissed.
Some drama's necessary, like draining the pus from a wound. So, get back up there. Don't you dare back down.
Remember, hydrate and lift with your legs.
I'm trying to get through to my grandmother emotionally, not bench press her.
You'll have better luck with the bench press.
Thanks, Auntie C. I love how I can always count on you for an ice bucket full of truth thrown directly at my face.
You're welcome. She loves you, Jala. Just remember why you're fighting her. It's not to win.
My grandmother is the sweetest, kindest woman you could ever imagine. She makes the best gajar halwa. But that's probably a story for another time. Family's complicated, huh?
Our family, our heritage, their roots, tethers. Don't let them be burdens, all right?
You're not alone, Jala. I promise. I'm right here with you.
You know, my mother's not wrong. I never thought I'd leave India before I met your father.
Do you think you should have stayed? Is coming to America what you really wanted?
It's hard to see anything else but the life I have now. I stopped imagining other lives a long time ago.
Isn't it better to focus on what is?
Maybe. That's why sometimes what my mother says is hard to hear. Don't do this, Jala. Don't fight her. You won't win.
I've never seen you back down from a confrontation before. I don't get it.
You're like me, Jala. People make less sense to me the more I love them. Sometimes I think you're just like me. And other times, I don't know you at all. You'll only get hurt if you go back up there, Jala. Just give it up.
I'm not going to be afraid of getting hurt anymore, Amma. Some fights are worth it, even if you know you can't win.
Well, Well, this is certainly a nightmare of intergenerational trauma from which we devoutly wish to wake.
Tyler? What are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm here to help you, dummy.
We were having a fight over paratas, but not really paratas. And then the house exploded, and now this!
Yeah, it's a lot. But now you have me. No fear, okay?
Maybe a few fears.
Auntie!
All I want to do is guide you. Why do you twist everything I do?
You're so concerned about maintaining your dignity, holding up your pride, losing face. But you've lost something way more important.
Your mind, your passion, your effort, you spend them all here, for them. But you'll never be one of them.
If I'm so special, I guess Mom didn't do such a bad job raising me after all.
It's all been too easy for you. That's why you're so lost.
Your love isn't motivation, it's sabotage.
Ooh, I finally get a chance to do one of these narrator intros. As other grandparents succumb to the ravages of age, Pati does yoga every morning, has all her own teeth, and can hear someone whispering gossip from across a crowded room. I've always suspected Pati absorbs life force from the people around her, like a vampire, but for other people's failures.
So what, you're recommending a stake through the heart?
Yeah, metaphorically.
Are you mumbling to yourself, Jala? Didn't your mother teach you any manners? When an elder speaks, you should listen. Is being happy all you want? You could be so much more. If you keep running from pain, you will lose yourself. You need to be shattered to remake yourself. You resent me. I'm just trying to make you better.
You've never said a word about me being queer. That doesn't feel like acceptance, Bhati. You're just pretending a huge part of me doesn't exist.
You think brilliant women are happy ones? Oh, Jala, don't.
really come from good genes. I bet you still have suitors lining up around the block.
I mean, it's a nuisance, really. I really thought your mother would come to rescue you by now.
You and me both.
Love isn't handing out gold stars and giving hugs. It's cold hard truth. It's...
Mom would be happier if she never spoke to you again.
I don't see anything of your father in you. Thank goodness. Do you think I want you to get married because I'm sentimental about it? No. My husband was a self-important, narrow-minded alcoholic. I'm supposed to be sad and lonely now he's dead, but I'm not. I'm relieved.
Did he love you?
I'm sure he did, in his way. He loved his clean house, his iron shirts, his hot meals. Can there truly be love without equality? My husband thought he was the undisputed master of the house. My master.
It's hard to imagine Patty in that situation. But that was the reality for a lot of our grandmas and great-grandmas and great-great-grandmas from every culture.
So you see, Jala, I'm being pragmatic. They don't call it the marriage market for nothing. Pick a man to take you places, or work 10 times harder to get yourself there instead. What you can't do, my girl, is what you have been doing, and that's neither. When I went to work, I had 2 saris, just 2. I'd wear one and wash one. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made. The spirit of Timber Hills! The last time you were near a Kanchipuram sari, you peed all over it.
I was a newborn. And what were you doing changing my nappies in a silk sari anyway?
You're really going to insult me like this in a sari I picked out for you?
You favored Aruni as a kid because she was fair, and you dropped her when I started doing well at school.
I pick winners.
When I grow up, I hope I have a 10th of your style.
Your sister's just average. But you're special, Jala.
You say but would you really want her to eclipse you?
You think you can pretend your way into the world as you think it should be? No. You have to live in it as it is.
My mom isn't the one who doesn't understand me. You are.
Your mother abandoned her academics to run off for love. And look at you, the same mistakes. What's the point of idealism if you don't have the power to change anything? Have you ever thought the reason you've never truly felt at home here is because you're not? That maybe you're struggling to find yourself because you're looking in the wrong place?
Well, what are you saying, Bhatti?
I'm saying that part of yourself you feel is missing, you won't find it here. Come back home to India with me, Jala. Restore what was stolen from you.
You don't really want me to come live with you. You just want to steal me away from Mom.
I'm not that petty, Jala. You're the one I'm thinking about. You didn't get a choice in giving up your culture, your heritage. Your parents made that choice for you, before you even knew what you were giving up. Don't you see? I just want to give you that choice.
What would I even do in India?
You'll never know until you try, I understand you, Jala. I accept you. You belong with me. You'll spend your whole life proving you're half as good to a society which will never acknowledge you're better. Sometimes speaking across the generation gap is like speaking across different universes.
Bet you wish you were in a different universe right now, huh?
Seriously.
It's time someone taught you a hard lesson, Jala. Let's settle this like grown women with the most powerful weapons of all.
Uh-oh.
Our words. Do you know how hard I had to fight for my education? To get my daughter educated? And now your family wants you to go to college, but you throw away the chance?
I get it. The world was unfair to you. But that doesn't mean it's right for you to live out your ambitions through me.
You disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish little girl! You know nothing! A teacher's daughter speaking like this. I knew Rukmini failed in her profession, but looks like she failed as a mother too.
Don't say that about her! Oh, Sergio!
You think you're an American? That you'll ever really be one of them? You'll always be a second-class citizen here.
Just say you miss me, Patti. This isn't about me being American. This is about you feeling left behind.
You live in this place which feasts on stolen riches and think you're different from these colonizers. Ha! You're even worse, because you've turned your back on your own.
I am not seduced by the materialist comforts of the Imperial Core. I'm not.
I can accept it if you don't want to get married, Jala, truly. But children? Children are a roll of the dice, thrown into our collective future, a way to keep playing long after you're gone. Don't you believe in the future?
You're the one who said being a wife and mother isn't everything. Don't you believe in yourself, Patti?
What will the world come to if intelligent women like us don't have children?
Eugenics much?
Don't you think your mother knows the reason you don't want children is because she failed you as a parent?
I'm not refusing to have children to hurt Mom.
But you know you're hurting her. You're breaking her heart. You think you're protecting your mother from me? I'm hard on her because I love her. You don't even know her.
Love, you only understand power. You withhold your love because you say it'll make us complacent. But really, it's because you're afraid we'll reject you. You don't have the courage to love us. That's why you play games. I'm sorry for whatever made you this way, but I am done with your power games.
You have no idea the sacrifices I made for her.
You want the truth, Patti?
Jala, maybe you should calm down.
No, it's time someone actually stood up to her. You know what, Patti? I hate you. You...
What?
I hate the way you talk to Mom. How you look down on Dad. How you dismiss Aruni. You're cruel. You passed that cruelty to Amma. And if I always know exactly how to cut someone down, make them smaller. I'm so good at hurting people. It's like there's this monster inside me trying to claw its way out. And You made love something I was terrified of. I hate how much power you have over me, over Mom, over us.
Stop it!
Did you feel that?
I hate that I love you, Patti. I hate that I can't stop. You came here and you turned our family into a battlefield. But this isn't a battlefield. It's my home, not yours.
You! How dare you!
Jala Jaratne, it's time to call your mother.
Mom!
My girls aren't a chance to rewrite the past. They're new beginnings, Amma. We need to let them write their own stories.
Yes, I understand. I'll leave after the wedding. You won't have to see me again.
Amma, no, that's not what we want.
Ah, it's all right. I don't have long left to live. No need to come home for my death rites. You're all busy, and you're holding too much resentment in your hearts.
You're part of our family, Patti. We love you. And it's never too late to change.
Change? I'm an old woman, Betty. I'm set in my ways.
Come on, Ma. You'll outlive all of us.
Well, the doctor did say I have the spinal health of a 30-year-old. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think about many things.
Your grandmother is actually having a civil conversation with your father. The age of miracles is upon us.
Do you really think it'll last?
Let's hope it lasts until your wedding, at least.
You know, I'm starting to think that Ahmed is a figment of your imagination.
Thanks, Jala. He actually is the man of my dreams. He's picking up his parents at the airport. You'll get to meet him later.
I hate to ruin a lovely occasion with sincerity, but I'm proud of you two.
Aw, thanks.
I mean, the state of your triceps and lats are a constant source of shame to me, but I guess you can't have everything.
You're not wrong, Amma. My life would be so much easier if I'd married a man you picked out for me, walked along the path you cleared. It would have been easier.
But so much less fun.
So, Arvind, you've been retired from the pharmacy for what? 3-4 years now? No regrets?
None. I have so much more time for birding. I even built a little hide in the backyard.
He's a bird watcher, Amma.
No, Minnie, I don't just watch them. I listen too. That's why we prefer the term birding, as I've told you before.
Like I said, he's a bird watcher.
Do the birds need to be watched?
Best to keep an eye on them, just in case.
Well, you can never be too vigilant, I always say.
I want to make it clear that I do not bird, despite Irvin's best efforts.
The things I could tell you about the yellow-rumped warbler, not to mention the cedar waxwing.
Arvind, not all of us share your obsessions. Amma's still jet-lagged. She'll fall asleep at this rate.
Oh, sorry, I get carried away.
No, it's okay. Tell me about it, I want to know.
You... really?
Yes, really. Now, come on. What in God's name is a yellow-rumped warbler?
I'm glad you came back to town, Jala. I have to admit, I didn't think it turned out this way. I never thought we'd actually be friends.
Are you a little disappointed I didn't break your heart? It would have been messy, but sometimes the mess is half the fun.
See? This is why I'm glad we kept things platonic. My life could use a little bit less excitement.
Yeah, mine too, to be honest. I'm glad we're friends too, just for the record.
I'll always be your friend, Jala. Whenever you need me. Remember that, okay?
A little slow tonight, isn't it? Yes, Ms. Jayaratna, what will it be? I'll set them up, you'll knock them down, one by one.
Nice dig. I get it. You played me. Well done. But did you have to leave those poor kids huddled for warmth under the fluorescent sign in the alley?
No need to be so combative. There would be no losing side if you were simply on mine. Join us. You would help us elevate our mission, shape the future with me. We both know you're the best skater from Timber Hills to Portland, Oregon. Maybe even Portland, Maine.
What will I get out of it? Do I get a custom bear helmet?
Soon enough you'll see. You'll all see. The day of reckoning is upon us, and all will be remade in my image. But wouldn't it be ever sweeter still if that visage includes your personal flair? Don't answer now. Think about it and remember. All work and no play makes Jala a very dull girl.
I'm really not that stuck-up, confused, yearning little girl I was back in middle school. I've been through the fire, Jala, and I've come out stronger. Honestly, I'm kinda amazing. I just don't want you to regret passing all of this up.
Oh, I see. You're just looking out for me.
Exactly. You don't want to end up on your deathbed thinking, if only I'd let Thea have her way with me. Damn, usually people beg for the chance to be with me. But as always, you're the exception. Oh, Jala, just think about it, okay? If you just give me a chance, I'd blow your mind.
Look, I know I said I wanted to move on. But this time we've spent together, it's made me realize that you're not just a grade school fantasy for me. You're the one, Jala. What I feel for you, it's real.
How about you show me just how real those feelings are later tonight? We could go on a long drive, peel each other out of these clothes, see where the night takes us.
I should tell you, Jala, I don't do one-night stands.
Are you saying no?
No. Yes, I mean, as much as I want to. It's only a yes if you're willing to be serious with me. I can imagine our future together, Jala. I believe in it. Can you see it too?
What are you looking at me like that for? Please don't tell me of some kind of dramatic announcement.
Nothing like that. You look beautiful.
Don't start.
What? A friend can't give another friend a genuine compliment?
Being friends is only going to work if both of us respect the boundaries we agreed on. Can't you just be happy we salvaged this much?
Do you have any idea where we go from here?
That's one thing I promised myself. You are no longer part of my future plans. I was so fixated on you and me that I almost didn't notice. I actually like the life I've built for myself. I like my job, I like my friends, I like being single. There's so much more space in my life when you're not in it. I'm willing to let you back in, but it'll be different than it was before.
Tyler.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Let's just see how it goes.
Indeed.